Everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is a bright and early Monday morning. I am at school. I've talked about this before, about my school's weird. We do things in quarters rather than semesters. So basically today is like the first day of a new semester. I've finished my first 4 classes of grad school. Are we shocked? A little, because I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. Was I confident in myself? Not really. So I'm excited to be here, starting this new quarter, new classes. Today I have finance, marketing management, and organizational behavior. Do I know what any of these classes entail? Absolutely not. But am I excited? Sure. I'm ready to party. I have absolutely no idea what I want to do like with my life. So it's really exciting to have some new classes and, you know, kind of figure that out. I really thought that I was gonna do like data analytics, and this is what I do to myself because I have problems. Like, I literally have like something wrong with me. I do things like think like, oh, like let me do analytics, that's fun, like make good money, like, oh, math, science, cool, STEM. I don't like math or science. That's why I stopped being a bio major, because I don't like science. And yet every time I try and do something, I'm like, oh, math and science. Like, enough, sis, it's enough. So I'm really out here just trying to figure out what I'm into, and maybe that's marketing, maybe, you know, we'll see. I just don't really know anything about marketing or any of the other concentrations that I could have in school. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. I'm seeing what's up, what's going on. Whew. It is time for me to go. I don't want to go, but here I am, ready to start this new chapter. Now that I have a routine, I feel better. I feel like I know what I'm doing rather than being 16 steps behind. I feel like I'm in step right now, so that's good. I'll talk after class. See you then. Today was kind of like the first day, and I'm on my way home, rushing, if you will, because I only have an hour in between first 2 classes I have and then my 3rd class of the day. It's all a big mess. It's always a rush, always rushing, always running. It's fine. But one thing that I kind of wanted to talk about that I feel like people don't really talk about when it comes to like school and, you know, things like that is rejection. So right now I am applying for internships because, one, this summer I'd really like to get paid because, well, I'm currently living off of student loan money, but 2, it's required by my school that we have have an internship. I am hoping to intern somewhere where I can hopefully work full-time afterwards when I am done with college. And I've applied to so many. I mean, I've probably applied to like 15 to 20 internships, and today hit me hard with the rejection. It's so crazy because I mean, it's like this with whatever kind of job that you have, but for these internships, it's like they're not really asking for anything except for a resume. They're asking for your, you know, your name, like, do you have a disability? Are you a veteran? You know, stuff like that. But then all it is your resume. You are a name on a piece of paper, and you have qualifications that are frankly probably similar to most other people applying for that job, unless you've just done something super spectacular. Whereas, like, I'm pretty much in the same position in life as most people in my program. So I'm literally just another name doing the same exact thing as 100 other people, if not more. And it's just like a strange feeling to not, it's like, you know your worth, and you know, like, your qualifications and what you can do for a person, whether, you know, it's like a future boss or a company or whatever it is. Like, you know what you can do for them, but you literally can't express that because they're not asking for references, they're not asking for cover letters, they're just asking for your resume. And like I said, it's just a strange time, a strange feeling, and I'm not like butthurt or anything by the rejection. Like, there's so many jobs that I've applied to from high school to college to whenever that I didn't get, and it's just the generic, like, we've reviewed your application, you know, I mean, blah blah blah, you know. So it's just strange. It's hard to navigate because, especially when you kind of get your mindset on something, like maybe you apply for a really cool internship and you're like, wow, how cool would it be if I got it? And you just don't. And it's like, huh, well, ow, rude. So if you're in the same boat as me, if you're applying for internships or jobs or schools or really applying to anything, and you're starting to feel the frustration of like rejection or feeling like you're just a name on a piece of paper, you are not alone. It is very common, and it's a strange time. And I mean, I feel like it's just difficult because you want to show people that you're capable and worthy and you're like going to be good at this position, but it's just rough out there.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it will cave in and swallow me whole. Wonder why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad? Sometimes I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful.
Hello, it is quite a bit later. I have gone to the gym, showered, done my skincare. I've taken a nap. It's been pretty nice. I don't do this every day where I take a nap, but I'm definitely like incorporating it into my routine. Basically what I did was I just write down, so mine has this week's top 3. So my top 3, get through this week, read the Wall Street Journal, because so many of my professors suggest that we read the Wall Street Journal. So next I have, this is like women in leadership meeting. I didn't end up going to this. I'm a women in leadership representative, but there's like a women in leadership club that like I'm a representative for, that's student led, and then there's another one that is led by my program, and so this wasn't like a requirement for me to go. Then next on like the to-do side is basically just all my homework that I have to do. So I have like start class readings here. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm just gonna do about an hour of work and then have dinner and be on with my night. Gym, did that. Read Wall Street Journal. Like I said, they suggest we read the Wall Street Journal every day. What else do we have? Take rugs out of dryer and add hats to Etsy. So I did start an Etsy shop. Is it going well so far? No. I really thought that, I don't know, so I started knitting like years ago, and I just began by posting on, I was in college at the time, and I just began by posting on like the college pages, like the class of 2018, class of 2019. I didn't even really know that like marketplace and stuff like that were a thing. So I posted on a lot of sites and I'm not really seeing much yet, so we'll see. If all else fails, I might just take the same approach that I did last time and just post on like marketplace, free and for sale, whatever, and meet people or ship it to people. But yeah, that's basically like how my planning goes. On the left side, I just kind of have things that I have going on. So whether it's a meeting, like for Tuesday I have like the Bachelorette comes on. I'm like Thursday going to a pumpkin patch. I'll have, and on the left side I'll have like things that are due. So this week I have like a journal entry due. I don't really know what that means. We'll find out. And then my to-dos are literally just like the things that I actually have to do, like go to the gym, do an assignment, do a reading. That kind of has just been working for me. I feel like it's not completely new. I also used to write down my classes every day, but that kind of got old quick, especially once I started picking up the rhythm of when my classes were. So, I mean, that's basically how I plan. It's just like something pretty simple. So I just wanted to go through that. And I used to be like, I only used to use like the big calendar, but now all I do is put big things on there. So I have like session B classes start. Obviously I cross out all the days. I have like final exam, but just like exams, midterms, finals. I don't think there's, oh, this is fin exam. That just means finance. I was like, final exam already, dang. So these are just like big things that are coming up, like events, tests, etc. So it's like I can look at my monthly view and I can see, okay, like this is coming up, but then I can also look at my day-to-day, write down my to-dos every day, and then I also have on the left side things that are due. So it's very helpful. I like it for that reason.
Listen, I can see the light but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering how the world keeps on spinning, kinda scared of living when it unfolds. Hard to see the light when everything is dying, waiting for the clear. Thankful I'm alive, but terrified of dying. But hey, I'm still here. Is it bad sometimes? I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes.
Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. I'm on my way home from school. Today was a weird day. My schedule is just so different now. I had class at 9:30 till 10:50. There's like weird times. I feel like I didn't have classes like this in undergrad, but whatever. And then I had an hour break, and then I had class from 12 to 1:20. So during my hour break I went to Panera, and that was fun. I just am here really to kind of talk slash vent slash talk. So I think I've talked about, I might have talked about this before, but basically my class is split into, not only are we split into like, the semesters are split in two, but like our classes are split into 4. So I'm in what's called section A, and there's 30 of us in section A. Then there's section B, 30 in section B, you know, so on and so forth. And it's, sometimes we like are together, but in person we're only with our section of like 30 people. And then when we're online, sometimes we're all together, sometimes it's just like section A and B, whatever, you get the point. But section A, man, it's just a lot of big personalities for me, and I feel like I've just become so, I don't even want to say introverted, but I guess I'm just going to use the word introverted. I've just become introverted, and I just have no interest in being the loudest in the room. I have no interest in being like seen and heard, and like I'm just not into it. And I feel, so when people talk about like introverted versus extroverted, I feel like what you hear a lot is it depends on where your battery gets recharged. Where I feel like my battery is recharged when I'm just like at home, chilling. Where other people's battery is charged when they're out and about with friends. When I tell you, when I left class this morning for that hour break, I was drained. My battery was on 10%. I had just gotten the 10% warning that my battery needed to be charged. Like, it was not it. My professor for this morning had a big personality, and then it was just a lot. And I want to say like the issue with my class, at least like the section I'm in, it's a lot of people who are, not necessarily younger, but single. I really think that has a lot to do with it. Like being single, wanting to party. It's like, I also like live an hour away, so I'm not out here going to party. I'm not partying as it is. I'm not into that anymore. Like, I'm not old, but I lived that life for 2 years straight, and I can't do it anymore. I can't be going out like that anymore. It's just too much for me, and I can't do it. And there are people in this class who are like 30 plus out on the streets partying, raging, shots Monday through Sunday. I mean, it is so nuts to me, and there's so much, like, so many, I feel like I have an issue with, like I said, just the people that just always have to be heard, always have to be making a point, or the person who like has to be laughing the loudest. Like, it feels like a constant competition of who can show their ass. That's how I would describe it. Like, who is showing their ass the most? So the people I do talk to, I don't sit near. So I don't talk to a lot of people while I'm physically in class. Like, I talk to people more so outside of class, which is totally fine with me. But dang, I need an ibuprofen for my head and like a Xanax for my anxiety, because I'm dead. Like, my battery's dead. My battery is done for the day. I need to go home and recharge. And if anybody else is like that, please let me know. Because it can be pretty frustrating, especially when you're in situations like this, because I feel like sometimes in college, like, you're in big classes, so nobody's really talking to anybody. It's just like a big lecture hall or something. But in like places like this where it's like 25 to 30 people, a very intimate setting, it's hard. Whew. So anyway, that's really it for my spiel. I'm gonna go home and go to the gym because I didn't go this morning because I was tired. And that's basically gonna be my day. I'm gonna do some schoolwork and I'm calling it a night. I don't have class tomorrow, which is big ups to that. And yeah, that's it for me.
You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay.
Oh, the tunnel closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down.